Hello everyone, this is the Hot Movie channel, and today we will tell you about the movie The Babysitter in 2017. It all starts with a demonstration of Cole, who is incredibly afraid of ordinary injections but cannot escape. After catching his breath, Cole goes to lessons, where he has a friend Melanie. However, that's it. After school, a group of gopnik decides to mock Cole because he's the only one who hasn't done anything to anyone. Practically start a scuffle. But B appears out of nowhere, and with just a few words forces the guy to run away. After a rousing speech, B decides to give Cole a ride home, as she works as his babysitter. But it so happened that he fell in love with her because of a couple of bonuses. When he gets home, Cole notices his mother, who is cleaning the basement with might and main. He wonders if she considers him a child, getting an answer that he just has a period in his life when everything seems scary. But after a while, everything will change. A couple of hours later, he will receive a driving lesson from his father. But things are going very badly, because Cole is afraid to ruin everything. Well, then we can go get some donuts. Upon returning home, Cole Googles all the new words right until morning. I'll have to go to school with son. While on the bus, Melanie teases the guy. It's like his babysitter brings in strangers while Cole sleeps. But he's sure it can't be. And when he sees B walking with a guy, his mood plummets. Archie informs them that they are going on a short vacation, so only B will be looking after him next weekend. First of all, they arrange a small party followed by jumping into the pool, which Cole obviously likes. A couple of hours later, Cole says he suspects his parents will divorce, but B asks not to think about it. It would be much better to persuade Melanie to become his girlfriend. But to be serious, even if his parents get divorced, it won't stop him from growing up and setting goals for his adult life. And Cole laughed. Obviously, B understands why he's smiling and decides to leave. But Cole wants to keep the party going. Anyway, B takes Cole to bed, but before going to bed, he calls Melanie again, who once again hints that as soon as he falls asleep, her friend will come to them. And so it happens. Cole begins to hear someone's voices. It turns out that there's a whole crowd of Max, Allison, John, Sony, and the guy Cole saw Samuel with. After a few tasks, it's Samuel's turn. And no matter how he moved away, B couldn't be stopped. Right up until the moment when a couple of extra objects appeared in his head, since they belonged to some kind of cult, striking Cole. But that's not enough. They need the blood of innocence. Hearing such words, Cole runs away and calls 911. It remains to pretend to be asleep. A couple of minutes later, a whole crowd enters the room. Shortly before that, B had given Cole a drink with a certain substance, but she doesn't realize that he didn't drink anything, and he only pretends to be asleep, allowing you to make a small injection. When the crowd has left, the kid builds a ladder. But there's a problem. B is already here, losing consciousness along the way. After coming to his senses, a whole circle of skillful pens lined up in front of him. B doesn't understand why he didn't just drink her drink, while Cole slowly but methodically cuts the rope, not realizing that there is a mirror behind it. Well, then Cole says he didn't see anything. And Bi believes, adding that they have made a small contribution to scientific work. And Sony is already ready to untie the kid. But the police are coming. Max uses the stick as a spear, destroying the cop. But he manages to shoot, hitting Allison, forcing B to finish what she started. Other police officers are trying to find out the situation. And while the whole team is figuring out what to do, Max just picks up the radio, saying that everything is fine with them. And surprisingly, it worked. But Allison still managed to survive. For now, Cole is just giving away Zaru. The guy sees this and runs after him, falling into a trap. Along the way, going on a small flight, instantly eliminated. This time Max goes hunting, but Cole is not amiss, and yet he manages to escape through the window. Thinking of a place to hide, Cole chooses a barn. But the trouble is, Samuel's carcass is lying here. Then you can arm yourself with a huge firework and run to the basement. But a group of skillful pens is ahead here too. Sonia is already checking this basement for a baby rat. Cole gets the idea to hide under the covers. But the malicious tarantula spoils everything. Sonia hears this noise, ordering her not to run anywhere. But Cole does something completely different, launching a salute, however, But Sonia finds a pair of mousetraps, allowing her to escape. And even filing is the only way out. Adding the cherry on the cake, a little spray, activating the explosion. Obviously, Sonia was a little tired, but now Max is full of energy, starting another chase. And even then, Cole had an ace up his sleeve, who will become Max, but only for a couple of seconds. A moment before the elimination, Kopnik decides to approach their house and throw a pile over everything. Max doesn't understand how some guy can ruin someone else's property, and why is he sending Cole to the showdown, which allows you to knock him to the ground and secretly tell him what's going on here. But the kid thinks Cole is crazy and leaves, so the escape from Max continues. Cole rushes headlong to the treehouse, which obviously doesn't stop Max from climbing up. He wants to fix Cole up before he gets eliminated, but his weight was too much and one of the boards is cracking. And because of the slippery hands, the rope flies further, and Max leaves this world. Seeing their clash, B fires a shot straight into the ground, and Cole runs away once more. So he ran to Melanie, who hurt on the forehead. Cole tells her everything that happened to him, and Melanie believes him, adding that there's no one else here. B enters the house while the phone starts playing on the second floor. After checking the sound source, she descends again. During this time, Melanie managed to attract attention to herself, and Cole had set out to save her, and for that, we need to deal with Bai. When he gets home, Cole is shocked. After all the devastation has disappeared somewhere, except for Allison. Entering the kitchen, he notices an ancient book, but Allison distracts him. In an attempt to defend himself, he accidentally hits the soft part, and Allison immediately starts accusing him. Suddenly, B eliminates her, adding that she just needs a book, and she would leave him alone. But Cole doesn't believe her and hides behind lighters, saying that he would destroy the book if she didn't tell him what had happened here. B says they can start over with a clean slate, only he and she wink along the way. But he doesn't go on such nonsense by destroying the book, and once again he starts running away, straight to Melanie's father's car, which so conveniently punches through an entire house, eliminating Bai. The local punks arrive at this noise, just like Cole's parents. That's where the movie ends. The Hot Movie channel was with you, and we will be very interested in how you rate this film. Just write to us about it in the comments, or just suggest something interesting. I'll see you very soon. While